To not have your phone for 2 weeks, what would you do? I connected with nature, made new friends, and learned new skills. At camp, the only communication with the outside world was letters. We wrote them and we received them. Growing up with the internet, I have been sucked into the digital world, and many other high schoolers have too. Getting an iPod in 3rd grade and using computers and iPads throughout elementary and middle school, there was no escape from it. It has taken over our society. Back in the 1970s in Western New York, when my parents were growing up, they didn't even have a computer, and most families now have at least 2 or 3 in their household. In their free time, they indulged in outdoor activities like messing around in the snow, playing near the river, and practicing sports, but mainly spending time with their siblings. Nowadays, when you go to a friend's house, you sit on your phone or watch a movie. Maybe you go outside, but you still bring your phone. Now, what does this have to do with the American dream? The impact of technology has changed the outlook on children's American dreams. Kids nowadays only care about money. Money equals happiness, and as long as I make good money, I'll be happy. My life will be great if I get a college education and a high-paying job. But money can't buy you happiness. It only buys you things that bring you happiness, like a nice car and a huge house. That only gives you so much joy until the car is 5 years old and doesn't sparkle as it used to. However, this didn't used to be the case. In middle school, my parents were required to take shop classes, which taught them several hands-on jobs like carpentry and mechanics. Some of their classmates went on to vocational school instead of high school to further in those careers. They were set up for success in a job that they were interested in. It didn't matter how much money they would earn. They picked a job that they felt would be the best fit for them.
What mattered initially is the outcome, is kind of doing more than I was doing initially. And then once I got into a good career path, what mattered more to me was showing other people the path forward that I had taken, and so sort of encouraging people.
In school today, everything is digital. No textbooks to crack open, turning in assignments is all on Canvas. Even in elementary school, typing classes were online. I know as a high school student, I rarely read books on my own. If it's an assignment, then I'll look at it. But if it's not, reading a book is the last thing I do when I'm bored. Our generation has been influenced by TikTok and Instagram, which is why the definition of success in the American dream has completely shifted. Ideas that we won't have to work as hard to achieve our goals, and we can just become famous and make millions from being behind a screen.
I think my American dream would have shifted because I would have been more distracted and not taken my schooling and athletics as seriously. My athletic career as a figure skater actually helped me to be very disciplined and goal-oriented, helping me achieve my academic goals.
Phones were created to be used as a form of communication by calling. Instead, Gen Z has used them to text, send voice messages, and a way to communicate through photos. With this innovation of technology, our world has become lazy. Robots can write our papers, there's apps to have food delivered to our houses, and cars drive us around the world without the touch of a pedal. Wasting all our time on our phones, 8 hours, 6 hours, more or less, that's time we could be spending trying to earn our dreams, actually writing our essays, practicing our instruments, or practicing sports. Staring at a little electronic box won't bring success, but being dedicated to what truly matters will. All in all, technology has made children's American dreams less achievable and more out of reach.